Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. Can't believe it's 2023.
Are we going to pretend like it's 2023?
It is 2023 in my books.
Are we really going to go down this route?
Of course.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to episode 25 of the Rice and Slice Golf Show podcast. My name is Theo, and the gentleman to my left, your right, is Chenji Meng. Hi, Chenji. How are you?
Very good. Very good. It's nice to see you today.
It's been a very long time since I last seen you.
I know.
Since 5 minutes ago.
I mean, that's a very long time, right?
Yeah, it depends. Welcome back, guys. It is currently 2023. This is the first week of January. We have recorded this podcast a little bit earlier than planned because Chenji is on holiday and I am away. So welcome back. But I mean, we're doing our best to give you content, right?
No, because I think this content, like to start off the new year, is going to be a lot of juicy content.
So I have some bits to talk about, which are very, very...
yeah.
I've got the tea.
Let's go straight to the point, man. I can't wait for you to talk about LIV.
True or false?
Let's go.
Does the term easy tiger come from Tiger Woods being so good at golf that everyone was like, "Oh, easy tiger," as in because he was winning and everything?
Yeah.
Is that true or false?
False.
Why is that?
I don't know. Feels like
false.
a trick question.
Okay. You're correct. It is false. I just made that up. I completely made that up.
Yeah, of course it is. I know you. Playing mind games, mate.
Thank you guys for listening to this week's episode.
I know your mind games on the golf course. Hey, you flew back.
One page gone.
Really?
Well, yeah, because we spoke about the other things in the last episode. So I just kept.
I was like, that's not LIV.
Yeah, I know. So, how are you? First of all, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
How are you feeling?
Like in what way? I feel like I want to play golf.
Yep.
I feel like the weather's too bad to play golf.
Yep. I agree with you.
I feel like I just cannot wait for next season where we have so much planned.
Yep.
Golf trips, playing in the seaside, playing in parkland courses.
Just in general, playing golf. We are very excited.
Playing in some exotic countries where I don't know, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know. I'm excited.
Yeah,
you're excited. We're all excited. There's a lot of content coming. Oh, by the way,
a lot
guys,
of city purchases of the week.
Oh, 100%.
Mate, if the amount of money that we spend this year on golf,
yeah,
right, is going to be rookie numbers compared to what we're going to spend next year.
So I have a I don't know. My mind just stopped then. I have a plan for this year.
Go on.
So I would suggest you do the same.
Okay.
But I don't know if you can keep it up because I definitely will.
Yeah.
Every single round of golf. Why are you looking at it like that?
I don't know.
Every single round of golf that I'm going to play this year.
Yeah.
I'm going to write it down.
You're going to pull a Matt Fitzpatrick or something.
Kind of, yeah. So at the end of the 2023 year, we will sit down together on the last episode of the year.
Okay. And
I'm going to go through how many rounds of golf I've played, what my handicap was at the beginning, what my handicap was at the end. At the time of filming at the end of 2023. And I am going to attempt, I don't know how much I will be able to do it. I'm going to try and attempt and see how much money I spend on golf in the year 2023. That is including
your
clothes.
Wife is going to be
I don't care. She's fine.
Surprise.
No. She's not like that. She doesn't care. She's like, babe, go out, have a good time. She's like, I'll go spend 3 days in Bulgaria and play golf.
But also seriously, out of many hobbies, I would say golf is one of those that has quite a high bang for buck and actually not just bang for buck, sorry, bang for time.
That doesn't make sense.
No. For the amount of time that we spend on the golf course and the amount of money that we spend is actually quite good value because
it can be expensive, but it's not.
Let's compare to I don't know, go-karting.
No. Forget go. I will tell you. I will tell you from personal experience.
Okay.
Let's compare to clay pigeon shooting.
Yeah.
Because when I was 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, I was very good at clay pigeon shooting. Very good. Mm-hmm. Me and my brother would go every single weekend up and down the country to competitions. My brother took it very, very seriously. He used to shoot for Leicestershire. I was trying to get on the junior team of the Warwickshire team. And buying a clay pigeon shotgun is not the cheapest of things to get, right? No. It's very expensive. But again, it's like golf clubs. You buy it once.
More expensive than a Stealth.
Yeah. Way.
Course,
But you're going to have it way longer. And you look after it. It can last your lifetime.
They don't come up with a new model every single year and have Tiger Woods promoting it.
No, definitely not. But the only difference is the bullets that you get are very expensive. And you can go through, of course. You can easily spend 120 to 150 pounds a week just on the shotgun bullets.
Mate, have you seen me on the golf course?
Yeah, you're not spending 150 pounds worth of balls, mate. You're not.
Clearly haven't seen me like 2 years ago in my golf.
Yeah. Same. But that's why I used to buy, like, it's funny actually, because 2 years ago I would buy Pro V1s. And now I'm buying Kirklands.
All you buy is Kirklands.
I love Kirklands.
So actually, 2 years ago, you'd probably be spending like £200 every week on like...
maybe. I was going to say, so I am going to attempt on writing down all the
So you're going to have
details.
a golf diary.
I'm going to try my best. I want to see how many different golf clubs I get to play in 1 year. I think it's going to be very interesting. How many rounds of golf? How many golf clubs? The money I spent on the rounds in total. The money I spent on clothes, shoes, just accessories, flights to go to different countries. I'm going to put everything
Ryder Cup, baby.
Yeah, Ryder Cup. I'm going to put everything. I'm going to be very transparent. So at the end of the year, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to tell you exactly.
And reflect and realize
how much money
I'm quitting this hobby.
I'm definitely not going to quit this hobby. Mate, we're in this for the long run.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of 2023, just right on the top of my head, have you got any goals? Not personal goals, but not like work goals, like YouTube or podcast or like your golf goals. Like, is there any goals that you can like think now and be like, okay, this time or at the end of this year, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be here, I want to do this.
Like, I want this podcast to kick off, and I want us to be.
I want details.
Which mean details. To have
how many subscribers are you going to be happy with at the end?
That's too specific. I mean, I'll tell you. Okay, idea, no. But seriously though, like, it's not even just about the subscribe. Obviously, like, again, the more we can grow our following, the more subscribers we can get, the better it is. Obviously, the better the algorithm will help us out as well.
Yes. By the way, please just go down a little bit. Please subscribe, man. Please subscribe. We need the help. Please carry on.
Yeah, but
to help Chenji's dreams
again,
come
it's
true.
like we've said it for so many episodes. Like I said, every single time you ask me the question about, why are we in this thing for? We just wanted to make, we just want to grow so we can actually reward our listeners.
That's true.
Right?
Very true.
So we can get access to,
places,
big sponsors, right? Like TaylorMade, like Titleist, right? Not to sponsor us, but like to give us actually giveaways, right?
Yeah.
To actually be able to, right, have the funding to go to
basically
cool places.
all
to
we
show
want
you
to
what
do
it is
to have experiences.
Exactly.
So if Hilton wants to sponsor us, I don't know why I keep going to this because they liked one of our posts. I'm like, Hilton is going to sponsor us, Chenji.
Yeah, no, but it is like that, right? And
Yeah,
again,
listen.
it takes a lot of effort to produce these things, and you would know, Theo, because I don't do any of it.
It's on me. It takes a lot of effort, Chenji.
It takes a lot of a lot of effort. I know that,
yes,
right?
Chenji, it
and it
does.
takes a lot of effort to actually, like, again, people think that, when producers go out there and like, it's just like a free holiday. It's not a holiday. It's a production.
It really is.
Right? And why are we producing? Why are people like, again, producing? Because actually we just want to entertain.
That's what it is. We're not in this for the money.
No.
We're really not.
Seriously.
Anyway, even if we were, we are so far away from that. It's like it's right now. It doesn't seem reachable, right? I think it's fair to say.
Mate, at one point,
So-
if we somehow make like some decent money with it, right, we're just gonna like, right, let's.
It's all going on golf.
It's
like
yeah.
it's not going to enhance our
we're just
lives
gonna
in
be
any
like,
way.
Okay, cool. We're organizing this trip. Let's go for free.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what it is.
We're gonna like take two,
listeners or watchers. Yeah,
whatever.
but it's like we're so far off that it's not even funny, and that's not what we're aiming for. But eventually, if that happens, then cool. No, we will welcome.
yeah,
it
but
with
I
open
think
arms.
again, yeah.
My goal, I would want to say, I would like 1,000 subscribers. Whether that happens or not, I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah. That's a good goal.
I think it's doable.
Absolutely.
I think we just need a couple of episodes to kind of not go viral.
We need our Belgian friends.
Belgium, I think that was a glitch in the matrix. I'm not going to lie.
How come?
I don't know. Well, that hasn't happened since. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a few episodes ago, our views spiked in Belgium for some reason. We got like 400, 500, 600 listeners on the podcast in like 24 hours, and I was like, "Oh my god, Chenji, we're going viral!" And then I went on the country, then it was in Belgium, and I don't know why. I mean, they're still there, but it's definitely it's not that.
I don't think it's a glitch. We just got it. Okay, anyway. But
I don't know how. But
I love the Belge.
Yeah. What was I going to say to you? I want 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
I want 200 or 300 listeners a week.
Okay.
On average on the podcast.
Yeah,
not on the YouTube.
That'd be good.
I want us to make more content, which is going to happen whether we like it or not. Anyway, it doesn't matter how many subscribers we have. I want the production value to get a bit better if it can. I'm not really asking for a lot. I mean, the production value is literally up to me.
Yeah, and again, I think it's been getting better every single time.
I agree. I think I'm learning as I go.
Yeah,
and the more videos we put out,
and it shows.
vlogs.
I mean, you know what I'm really proud of already? Our TikTok.
Yeah, I agree.
Like the amount of like just the quality of the clips, right?
Very good.
This isn't Thanksgiving or this isn't like like Appreciation Day, but seriously, like
it's not bad, right?
Theo, it's cracking.
Thank you. The best bit, which I told you about the other day, is the fact that I get, which is very normal in the TikTok world, because we're very new to this. Obviously, this is all very new. I get like a 5-minute clip of us talking on the podcast like now, but I can cut it down to like a minute.
Impressive.
And the way that I edit it, I'm so proud of this. Which is, if anybody's into the TikTok world, like we'll be like, oh, "You're such a loser." But the way that I can edit it down to a minute, and you can't even tell that it came from a 5-minute conversation, and it's so seamless that I look at and I watch it back, and I'm like, "Damn, I did a decent job on this."
Yeah,
Speaking
and then
of TikTok,
you start touching yourself, and then you start like, stop. Oh my gosh,
we're on YouTube. No, we don't want to get flagged. Speaking of TikTok, just go down a little bit in the description, and there's links below. Please follow us, follow our personal, follow the joint one. Just get involved, really. But the TikToks are actually pretty decent.
They're actually really good.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got quite a few clips that went like, quite viral, and I think
there was
generally some cool topics, weren't they?
Yeah, I think there's some good stuff on there. But yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting year.
And I'll tell you what, in a way, I feel like some of our most popular posts, right, they have been somewhat about history as well. We need to focus a bit more on that.
Okay, let's talk about history.
Look at that content.
Let's talk
Theo
about
is a content machine.
Let's talk about history. Question for you, Mr. Chenji Meng.
Okay.
If you get this right, I will throw this microphone on your head.
Wait, I thought you were going to say we're going to cancel the podcast.
No, I'm over that.
Are you finally over that?
I'm over
every
that.
Single time. Every single time, Theo is like, if you answer this
correctly, because I don't expect you to answer this correctly. Why does Tiger Woods wear red on a Sunday?
Oh gosh, I'm pretty sure I read it somewhere, but I can't tell you that.
What do you mean?
No, mate.
Go on.
I don't know.
I thought you said that you.
Yeah, I read it somewhere, but then I kind of forgot. Any tips? Any hints?
No. No, I was going to swear at you. You don't deserve a tip or a hint.
I didn't read your notes.
I know you didn't, because I haven't actually written it down on my notes. I don't trust you anymore, Chenji. I'm learning as we go along. The reason why Tiger Woods wears red on a Sunday is because when he was going to college at Stanford, they will... Okay. Oh, you click now. So when Tiger Woods was going to college at Stanford, on big events, they would always wear red. So Tiger Woods started winning whenever he was wearing red. And he came as a superstition thing. And when he was amateur and when he turned pro, he just carried that tradition on. And the reason why Tiger Woods wears red on a Sunday is because it's the biggest day of the week for him, competitive-wise. And he feels like it's a superstition, and he carries that on until this day.
Brilliant.
Also, his mom said that is his power colour. But take that as you... And you always listen to mom, so take that as you will.
Exactly.
Bit of history for you. Like and subscribe. Right, moving on. Do you want to hear the tea?
Yes.
I don't know where to start from. Okay. It's pretty much official. I've got some good stuff. Right, so LIV Golf. This episode is going to be very LIV Golf based.
I need some more drinks for that.
I know you do, mate. You need a lot of drinks for this. LIV Golf. The PGA is fully blaming Greg Norman for the lack of communication and problems that they are having between the two tours.
No surprises?
No, we've spoken about this before. People from the PGA are trying their best to get rid of Greg Norman and potentially replace him.
No surprises? But he's not going to back out, of course.
Replace him with who?
Replace him with who?
Yeah. You're never going to get this. The PGA have offered This is very, very like I'm way deep into the metaverse to find this. The PGA has offered to replace Greg Norman with potential candidates Ernie Els, and Fred Couples, because they feel that they are both more suited leaders to lead the LIV Golf. What are your thoughts?
I mean, they call him the Big Easy, Ernie Els. They seem chill.
Who, Ernie Els and Fred Couples?
Both of them. Okay, obviously I don't know them.
No, but what you can see online.
What you can see online, what you can see from their interviews. Ernie Els, I'm pretty sure you've seen them in person at the JCB, didn't you? We saw them. We saw him live at the Open.
Yes,
right?
I remember that.
Again, just a nice guy.
Very nice.
And Fred Couples, again, beautiful swing, absolutely buttery, soft swing.
Yes,
right.
But that has nothing to do with LIV Golf.
No,
the fact, like he's good at golf, right?
I know. And to be fair, I haven't watched too many of his interviews whatsoever. I don't know what kind of person he is, right? But just from his from his appearance, and comparing him against Greg Norman is like an aggressive guy, isn't he?
Okay, so
he's got a big ego as well.
Big. Very big.
Which is a problem. But also, again, somebody without that big of an ego, could he have really assembled, that many stars together? And
mate, but it's not. It wasn't Greg Norman that brought DJ, Cam Smith, and Bryson.
It's
and
the
Brooks.
money.
It was the money.
Of course.
Greg Norman had nothing to do with it. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether it was Greg Norman there or Webb Simpson. They would have went because of the money.
I will say though, right, that I would very much think that replacing Greg Norman would help the future of golf.
I completely agree with you.
I think he's done his part of creating this, breakaway tour. And I think we've already seen the effects that we've talked about many times that, again, Corn Ferry Tour is starting to increase the purses, increasing again, the young player development. PGA Tours has increased flagship events, increasing purses. Players all of a sudden, are just getting a lot more money. And nothing has really changed for them. And they're getting a lot more money. It's just simply because it's competition, right? So I think his current way has succeeded, but in a way, right, they can't just be a wolf forever. Something has got to give. And if it's a new leader on that breakaway tour that can actually help make more compromises instead of making more conflicts, then it's a good thing for the sport.
If LIV Golf was purely created to destroy the PGA Tour, there is nobody better than Greg Norman to run LIV Golf.
Makes sense.
Because Greg Norman has a bone to pick with the PGA Tour and is very well known.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I think he went into LIV Golf to try and try his best to destroy the PGA Tour and to prove a point.
Yeah, because it's not the first time he's done it, isn't it? Obviously, the LIV Tour, the whole concept was done by him 20 years ago.
Right. Yeah. So if LIV wants to ever coexist with the PGA Tour, then Greg Norman almost needs to go. Because the PGA Tour, I genuinely think, even though Greg Norman he wasn't the reason that all these players came to LIV. It was literally the money. Yeah. PGA Tour would not work with LIV if Greg Norman has anything to do with it. They want him gone.
But also, here's my sort of issue with replacing him, right? If especially with those two names that, again, the PGA has proposed. Yes, okay, Ernie is South African, he's international. Fred Couples is American, okay, and but they are very PGA friendly, aren't they?
That I was going to get into that next.
Yeah. So it's kind of right. What's the point if we're all just going to be one big cartel again? Because the reason why, again, the PGA did all those things, increase purses, increase development, and all of that, is because there was a competitor in the corner. Now there's a new name in the game. There's a new person in the block.
Yeah.
Now if you just basically put a puppet right in there,
I think the reason
things
why
are just going to go back to where they were.
I think the reason why they picked Fred Couples and Ernie Els as potential replacements, whether that's true or not, I don't know. That's what I've been reading. I think it's because they could be pushed and influenced by the PGA Tour to make some decisions.
Yeah, again, I don't know enough about them.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're like, they're independent people, but again, it shouldn't be somebody that the PGA Tour chooses. It should be somebody that both can come to agreement on. But again, at this current stage, there's no chance Greg Norman is going to like take his hands off things. It's his brainchild.
Can he get fired?
I'm sure by the Saudis.
There must be some like big compensation.
Like severance, yeah.
There must be a big one.
Yeah, surely. But again, money's not a problem for these Saudis, isn't it? If you got to pay his severance, you got to pay his severance.
Yeah, I mean,
like, come on, like Jose Mourinho, like every time somebody's firing him, right?
He's made more money from getting fired than what he has
exactly.
from being a manager.
Exactly. No, but again, I don't think Greg does it for the money either, does he? He's got a point to prove, and that is to first of all destroy the PGA Tour, prove a point.
He's the only person at LIV that doesn't care about the money.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the Saudis could not pay him a penny, and he would still do it.
Yeah, very true. So it's going to be a very interesting year.
So it's going to be very hard to replace him.
Saying that, we're talking about LIV on this episode. We are maybe 2 weeks behind on golf news. So there might have been something that happened that we don't know about yet. There might have been like new announcements of new players.
He might have been replaced already.
He might have already been replaced by both Ernie Els and Fred Couples and Webb Simpson.
Simpson. Oh my God. Nobody likes Webb Simpson, do they?
I don't know, mate, but it's just that one name that's like, that I just always remember.
You just love Webb Simpson.
I love Webb
I will say though, like was it 2 years ago he was winning left, right, and center?
Yeah.
Like 2019, was it?
Yeah. Right. Speaking of players and winning and LIV Golf and PGA Tour.
Okay.
What players from the PGA Tour? This is a question. This is not like.
Oh, okay. Right? I didn't read your notes.
No, I know. What players do you think would make sense to move from the PGA Tour to go to LIV purely for the money?
Like current players.
Yeah. Shall I give you a couple that I think
that you think
that should go from PGA, like it's towards the end of their career, or they're not really winning that much, or they're not really doing much at the PGA Tour. So like, you know what? Let's just go to LIV. Let's get that money.
Yeah, but
and retire, live happily ever after with my family.
Now that's a good question, right? But I feel that question is a bit late because, I think now LIV Tour is trying to be much more selective. So you can't just be like an old and washed up player and then expect
these players that I have on my list, I don't think they're washed up. I think it's just that it would make financial sense for them to go to LIV Golf.
Like Tommy Fleetwood.
No, not Tommy Fleetwood. The first person on my list, Jason Day.
Okay.
He can still play golf.
He can, yes, in a way.
He can still compete.
He's got loads of fans, but I think again, LIV is trying to get out of that label though of getting, people like Jason Day, because how they've built LIV at first is kind of like, okay, they built this reputation on like, okay, getting people who used to win, used to be world number one, and now they're here, right? But now I think they're trying to focus a bit more on younger, more dynamic players. And Jason, again, he's 36.
I'm sure they would pick Jason Day over Pat Perez.
Pat Perez, yeah, probably.
There's a bunch of players. I should have had this.
No, but I think it's kind of like the first stage of LIV Golf was just to get popularity and like brand name, right? And say what you want about Pat Perez, right? He's very like well liked by a certain segment of the American golf market.
Yeah, I know, but
like the rock and roll, American golfers. Like you can see, right? He's obviously like a multiple time winner at the PGA Tour, right?
Who?
Pat Perez.
Yeah.
Right. So obviously good at golf. But you compare him against some other golfers who have won more than him, and look at his like social media following whatsoever. He's got a much bigger like following than, let's just say, I don't know, Brian Harmon or like Brendan Steele or like
Martin Kaymer, right?
Like
Charles Schwartzel,
yeah.
Sorry, Graham McDowell,
yeah, won the 20 something.
A former US Open championship.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And peaked at number 4 in the world, has slipped to 399. Whether or not, okay. So these are just some Brandon Grace, Matt Jones, Aniban Lahiri,
Indian player,
Charles Howell, Pat Perez, as we just spoke about. So these are just names. Cameron Tringale. Tringali, sorry. So these names. It was when they first kind of signed up, and they were like, "Yeah, just come."
Oh yeah, and Peter Uline.
Yeah,
which I told you about, right? He's the son of the president, the CEO of Acushnet that owns Titleist, Pro V1s, FootJoy, and all of that.
No way, I didn't know that.
I texted you that the other day.
I don't remember that. Oh, I don't remember that.
No, so like obviously like one of our episodes, right? I think it was 2-3 episodes ago. We talked about like the interesting history of like why Pro V1 is called Pro V1,
yeah.
right? And the V was called veneer, and it was done by a dentist, and that was before Titleist was producing they were producing golf balls whatsoever, right? And then obviously the parent company of Titleist is called Acushnet, which is a public company, listed in the US.
Yeah.
Under the ticker name Golf.
We spoke about
very
this.
smart. We did.
Yeah.
And obviously, I just okay, yeah. I was very bored. I was like, okay, cool. Let's see who's the CEO of Acushnet, and his last name stood out.
Yeah. Sorry, you did.
And it was
you did text
Uline. I was like, wait a minute. That's a very it's not like Jones or Smith, right?
Yeah, it's a very specific.
It's a very specific name, and I was like, okay, I know there's Uline. Like, there's the Uline on LIV Tour, and Pete Uline, and I was like, okay, are they related? Obviously, they are.
Lifetime supply of golf balls.
Seriously, I bet. Actually, you reckon he's like a Titleist player?
100%.
100%.
100 million percent.
100%.
Right. Anyway, moving on to another name that I think should move to LIV Golf.
Go on.
To replace these past 10 names I just said. Ricky Fowler.
Yeah, but he's not going to go.
Why? What does he have to lose? Is he earning? He's not earning much on PGA Tour. He's not really playing.
He's got a lot of sponsorship deals still.
The amount of money that he can make on LIV Golf, he can play naked and he will still make more money.
True.
Another name.
Who do I have in mind? Webb Simpson.
No, Webb Simpson. Adam Scott.
Adam Scott. I think they'd really tried him.
I think. By the way,
really tried him. He refused multiple times.
Yeah, these names could have joined LIV by the time this episode is out. I'm just saying it could. Probably not. Maybe Jason Day. I did hear something in the grapevine.
Yeah.
That they're trying to get Jason Day. Right. Number 4, my number 4, Tyrrell Hatton.
Yeah. I think he's getting closer and closer,
Yeah. And
like Ian Poulter is in there. Lee Westwood is in there. All we're missing is, Tyrrell Hatton. Once Till's gone, guess who else is going to come?
Danny Willett.
Danny Willett. Danny Willett.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure about Danny Willett. Because he's basically hosting the British Masters.
Yeah.
For the next 5 years. You remember when we spoke to him at the Open? So he's contracted.
Conflict of interest, is that what it's called?
Yeah, but he's also got a contract at least for the next 5 years to work with the DP World Tour on the British Masters.
Right, okay. So maybe not him.
Tommy Fleetwood, maybe, I'm thinking.
I don't think so, because I think he's playing very well on the PGA Tour, and I think he's going to try his best to kind of stay on that top
He has
top
never won on the PGA Tour.
Tommy Fleetwood?
Tommy Fleetwood has never won on the PGA Tour.
Well, every win that he has on the DP World Tour?
DP World Tour.
No
European Tour, actually. He's never won on the DP World Tour ever since it was rebranded last year, wasn't it?
I did not know that.
I know, fun fact, right? He's always hanging about on the PGA Tour. He's always got his card because he's always plays top 5, top 10, right? But he's never actually won a single tournament on the PGA Tour.
Speaking of fun facts, Danny Willett, I don't know if you knew this.
Okay.
Danny Willett lost his full PGA Tour playing rights this season.
Well, okay. I'm not surprised, but yeah.
But because the PGA Tour removed so many players that went to LIV Golf, he managed to stay above that threshold.
Wait, no way.
And he kept his card.
So he's actually lost it, but then gained it again.
He gained it again because of all these players that left that were better than him. So he just moved up in the ranks.
Oh my gosh!
How mad is that?
That is so funny.
Yeah, it's very, very.
It's very good.
I have one more little topic that I want to talk to you about. I mean, we've been getting through these topics today.
No, wait, but it's not finished yet, though.
What do you mean?
So is that all of your picks?
5, yeah. Like I've basically went on the PGA website and I've sat there and I've seen the top 400 players, and I've seen obviously names that I would recognize that I think would make sense. For example, Jason Day, Ricky Fowler, Adam Scott. Forget Adam Scott, because Adam Scott can still hit a ball. He's got my favorite swing on a golfer. He's
like any
swing.
golfer. Actually,
it's just perfect.
He's the equivalent of like Nelly Corda's swing on the LPGA Tour.
Yes.
The beautiful mechanics.
Yes.
His finish, I think, has been getting a bit worse, and also you don't want to see him putting. He uses the broomstick.
Yeah, the putting. No,
I definitely don't. And with that. The weirdest looking putter, right?
Horrible.
Like it's always some bizarre shape.
Yeah, it's not very nice. it's not very sexy, shall we say, in the golf world. Like imagine rolling up to your local scramble and you got a broomstick putter. It's like going and playing snooker and you got that extending thing that you like screw on. It's like what a loser! Everyone's like, what is that guy doing? It's like I play your scratch. Like we don't care that you play your scratch. Get that broomstick out of here. It's so disgusting.
Okay, we're obviously not like fans of broomsticks in this podcast.
No, nobody is.
Says the guy who uses like an arm lock putter.
Arm lock putter for the win. Bryson, if you're listening to this, which I know you are because you're listening to the number one podcast, a golf podcast in the world, sponsor,
voted by
us two. I think.
It ain't fake news if it's only two of us voting.
Listen, I haven't told you this. The other day I was on Amazon. I was on Amazon. And I left a review on Amazon on a podcast. 5 star, 5 star, 5 star, 5 star. And on the comments, I put, "It's my podcast. What do you expect me to rate it as?" And I think it's like it's been approved, and it's got like we've got one review,
brilliant,
and it's 5 stars, and it's from me, and obviously I'm like it's my podcast.
About to be 2.
Are you going to put one as well?
Yes.
There we go. Right. So yeah, like I said, Adam Scott, I genuinely think he can shoot the light out of any golf course.
Okay.
And I think he can bring a lot of money into it. And I think
he will do. He's got loads of like good old fashioned golf
such a good player to having like a team aspect. He just comes in clutch whenever you need him. So I think he'd be wicked. Tyrrell and Danny, I always get them confused. Tyrrell is the crazy one that swears all the time, right?
Yeah.
Danny Willett is the guy that we met at the Open.
Yeah.
Okay. Tyrrell needs to go to LIV Golf. He is the prime example of what LIV Golf is.
He really is. And again, his best buddies like, you get Ian Poulter and Lee Westwood, they're already on the LIV Tour. Like he'd be the perfect addition to the Majestics.
You need him to be there, and you need to mic him up, and you need to not censor him. Like, just let him play his golf.
He's the English Pat Perez. No. He's
not better, but I don't know if it's that good comparison or not. They're two very different people, but very similar.
Well, Tyrrell, I think he definitely plays better golf than.
I agree.
Actually, speaking of which, though, Pat Perez is a multiple-time winner of the PGA Tour, but Tyrrell has ever won a.
I don't know.
Event. Anyway, go on.
But yeah, I mean, the competition nowadays is so much more. Well, is it though? I don't know. I mean, Tiger kind of took over everything the past 15, 20 years. But yeah, so I think that'll be very, very decent additions.
I still think, to me, Hideki, man.
Listen, by the time that this podcast comes out, he might have signed. You don't know.
But he's turned down like a £400 million offer.
But maybe because he
reportedly.
Yeah, maybe because he knows that he's worth more than that and that he can bring a lot more money than that. So, but it's crazy for me to think that Hideki can bring that much money in because we're not in that world. Like, we're not in the Asia market, so we don't know how big he actually. Well, I don't know how big he actually is. So maybe
he's huge. Kids want to play golf just because of Hideki Matsuyama.
I can't imagine that because I don't see that side, right?
Okay.
So I don't know if any like Asian, I don't know, Chinese or is Tiger Woods? I don't know if you know though. Is Tiger Woods as big in China?
Dude, he's big
in the Asian market.
He's big around the world.
Okay, that's fine.
Anybody who loves golf will love Tiger Woods.
I get that.
People who don't have anything, like who don't know anything about golf, will know Tiger Woods. Okay.
That's fair, but I've been brought up in like in the Western side of the world.
Yeah.
So for me, Tiger Woods is God.
Yeah, of course. No, but to everybody, like in China at the very least, yes, he's the best player ever. He's the GOAT. Okay. He's the GOAT.
See, so the way I said that is because I can't imagine Hideki Matsuyama being as big as he obviously is in the Asia market because I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. He's a great player, don't get me wrong, but he's not only that. He's not that. He doesn't seem like that. Instagrammable influencer character to be that as big as what he is.
Yeah, but you have to bear in mind that Japanese people are very loyal to their own people.
That's fine, not a problem. But it's like Tiger Woods,
and he's won the Masters for them. First ever Japanese, first ever Asian.
Yeah. I think
first ever Asian to won the Masters.
It makes sense. It's just a bit difficult. I'm sure there's a lot of people listening.
Speaking of that as well, I feel like every past winner of the still competing winner of the Masters, like your lovely hat, which is definitely yours.
It's
today.
definitely mine. I'm keeping it. I don't know.
I know exactly.
It's mine from now on.
And yeah,
I have lice.
Could
Can't have it back.
could actually join LIV, like the guy who was won on that particular year, 2017.
Who won 2017?
You tell me. He's in the LIV Tour.
It's not DJ, is it?
No, you actually like him. He's very controversial. People like him or hate him.
Phil?
No.
Who is it? My mind's gone blank.
You took a selfie with him.
Sergio?
Yeah.
Was it actually?
Yeah.
Did he only win it once?
Yeah.
So 2017 he was Sergio. 2018?
It wasn't Jordan Spieth. No, it wasn't Jordan Spieth.
Jordan Spieth?
No, who was 2018 again?
I don't know. Anyway, moving on, because we're going to be here all day trying to think. But yeah, I'm very surprised. So by the time this episode comes out, Hideki Matsuyama might be on the LIV Tour. They've been saying that he might be on there for the past 6 months.
Justin Rose.
What, the winner? Or somebody that would join LIV?
Somebody that will join LIV.
That's very good.
What do you think?
Justin Rose is already on it.
No, he's clearly on the PGA Tour.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
I don't know why I missed that name. That doesn't make sense. Are you sure?
Like, if you think about all the qualities of who would join LIV Tour, Justin Rose would be very, very high up on that list.
Yeah, because I was going for like older players that can still play golf.
Well, literally Justin Rose.
Are you sure Justin Rose is not on the LIV Golf?
I'm sure.
Can I check?
Of course you can.
I don't know why I feel like he's on the LIV.
Go.
I'm pretty sure he joined like the week after the Open.
No.
Sorry about this, guys. I just want to live. Nope, never mind. He's not on there. I'm surprised I missed that name. Yeah, that's a very good name for somebody to join.
Yeah. But again, as I said, I feel that LIV Tour is trying to focus a bit more on the more younger guys. They would rather get Sungjae Im, Tom Kim, people like that. But obviously, like, it's another thing that they will join because, again, these people want to compete in like a meritocracy-based tour.
Yeah.
Right? But LIV is trying to change its image from like the old washed-up tour to the dynamic, cool, and talentful.
It makes complete sense what you're saying. I don't. It's going to be very difficult, man. Like, it's going to be very, very, very difficult for people for like someone like Tom Kim, after what he's experienced at the President's Cup. I don't think I can't see him leaving PGA. But I don't know. Money talks, you know.
Exactly.
So we will see. There's a lot of posts going on online, like saying like how will LIV survive. There's no way it's going to dilute, and then everybody's going to come back to the PGA. Like they can't keep up. They can't do this. They can't do that. And I'm like,
look at Man City.
Forget Man City. No. Forget Man City, because Man City actually generates money. A lot of money.
Yeah, but they lost a lot of money in the beginning.
Yeah, but
it's like every successful business, isn't it?
You
burn money and then you make money in the hopes of making money.
I've read the Saudi Arabian company that owns LIV, I think, is the biggest company in the world. That's like bigger than
Saudi Aramco, the oil company. They're worth trillions.
I think it was like $3.5 to $4 trillion.
Yeah, of course.
They are not running out of money anytime soon, guys. They're going to be here for a while. They are going to put the money where their mouth is. They are going to try their best to compete against PGA, whether it's co-working together or doing their own thing. But it's going to be an interesting year to see what happens.
So here's your bet for 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Will Greg Norman still be at LIV
by the end of this year?
By the end of this year, 2023. I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to say no.
How much?
Oh, don't do this to me. First of all, I'm not going to shake your left hand, because that's just not the way we do it. I'm going to have to spit shake. No, I'm joking. I will bet you. What do I want?
A pack of Marlboro Reds.
No, I definitely don't want that. I want LIV Golf tickets.
LIV Golf tickets. Sounds good.
It's on.
It's on.
Okay.
It's live and it's on.
It's on. It's okay. There we go. All right. So I'm saying LIV Golf tickets. That's a good deal. I mean, it's a win-win for both of us.
Exactly. Always.
That's the way you should do bets, kids. Right. I have one more thing.
Go on.
Leaked documents You are going to be mind blown.
Okay, go on.
Leaked documents from LIV Golf unveiled that Tiger Woods was listed as essential to the growth of LIV, and he was reportedly offered more than $600 million to join LIV, which he turned down.
Yeah.
That's not news, is it?
No.
Also, Rory McIlroy was on that list.
Of course.
Also, guess who else was on that list?
Oh, right.
I will give you 100 years. You are never going to guess the third person that was essential to LIV Golf.
Can you say old or young?
I will tell you something. I will give you a better hint.
Okay.
He doesn't even play golf. He's not even a professional golfer.
Okay. I see. That might be very hard. He's like a commentator.
No.
I
will give you another hint. This is a good hint. He has his own golf course.
Jack Nicklaus.
Nope. He's not a professional player. He's never played professionally.
I tell you what, though, I'm pretty sure I read about this once.
I'm pretty sure I read about this once.
No. Seriously.
If you haven't gotten it already, you're never going to get it.
He has his own golf course.
Yep.
Donald Trump.
No. Very prestigious. No, but that's a good guess. But it's not. Imagine that, though. No.
Very prestigious golf course.
Very prestigious. Like, invite only.
Some Masters.
No. So, 3 players big people have been obviously approached by LIV. Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, and Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan?
Yes.
Okay, I haven't read about this.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So apparently, they tried to get Michael Jordan to join LIV Golf.
Yeah. That's really funny.
I don't know, but I kind of like it.
I
don't mind it.
I don't mind it. No, but like, join in what capacity?
Playing.
Surely not. He's not going to compete.
Maybe.
No.
He's very good at. Well, he's not professionally good. But
Yeah,
he's
no,
very
but
good.
come on. Surely he cannot compete against Dustin Johnson.
No, but I don't think that's the point.
Yeah, it's not the point. That's why he's not going to join as a professional capacity. He's going to
the
join
biggest
as like an ambassador.
It's like if you say Michael Jordan, if you say Tiger Woods, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
So,
put Tom Brady in there as well. He actually plays golf.
Yes, but Tom Brady, he's not world known.
True, only in the US.
Only he's massive in the US, right? Same with LeBron James.
Well, Lando Norris.
No. Lando Norris, if you don't follow a smidge of Formula One, nobody knows who it is.
No.
But True. Lando, please come on a podcast so we can expand your reach, because you definitely need help
in the golf world.
In
the golf world,
you definitely need that help.
We do need the best podcast on this.
Yeah. Voted by us too. But yeah, apparently Michael Jordan was one of the guys that was approached.
And did he?
But then again, I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I read.
And did he turn it down?
Of course he did, because we never heard about it.
Yeah, I know, but why would he turn it down?
It was like a leaked document, because he doesn't need the money, mate.
Yeah, of course he doesn't.
What's it going to do? What's it going to do with the money? The amount of millions that he earns from Nike.
No, but come on, have you seen some of these commercials that Messi and like Cristiano Ronaldo have been on?
I'm not a fan
doing
of them
some
lately.
stupid stuff.
Yeah, the late, like the good old days of commercials, like Nike did with like Luis Figo, Zinedine Zidane, Raul, all these players where you couldn't mess with them. Thierry Henry. No. And now it's just they were doing some like metaverse.
Yeah, exactly.
Like artificial intelligence.
Don't like that, do you?
No, I'm not a fan.
No, because I think, but that's the thing though. Like, come on, even though you're a billionaire, you still care about 600 million. Okay, first of all, that is
business.
Again, that is just pure business. But secondly, again, these people care more about the legacy, don't they? Right, the legacy they leave than the name that they leave. Right, the name that is going to be perceived.
Let me ask you a question.
They need both of those. They need both of those conditions to be satisfied first. So the moment that LIV Tour can sort of change its brand appeal, right, they will join. No problem.
Do you think Michael Jordan, like, after, I would imagine, and what I've read and heard, after $100 million, let's say, if you have $100 million in the bank, would another 100 million make a difference in your life?
It will not make a difference, but again, if you made it this far, you don't say no to 100 million.
But it depends on what comes with it.
Again, depends on a few. This is the thing. When you have money, right, you have a choice, don't you?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. But also, you use that choice to negotiate more money.
Yeah, but how much more money? Like,
and it's again things more than just money. Like what I said, they care about the legacy. That's what's important to these sports people, right? Especially the elite sports people with like, you know, whose name is known around the world. They don't want to tarnish that image. And right now they think that being associated with LIV Tour is tarnishing that image. But the moment that the LIV Tour becomes actually, you know, fine, right? They would be happy to accept that money.
But again, yes, to some degree, but I don't think Michael Jordan. I don't think if you offered $600 million to Michael Jordan, he would be like, yeah, I don't mind hitting a few balls around the world, mate. He couldn't wait to retire to be able to enjoy his money, the money that he's already earning, smoke cigars, play golf on his own private golf course, take loads of money off random people that he would hustle, and just kind of get on with it. I don't think he cares, man. I genuinely don't think he cares. That's my opinion, obviously. I don't know.
Of course.
But I mean, obviously he doesn't care because we haven't heard anything about this. This is like a long, very long rumor that might not even be true. But it's just one of those things that apparently he was one of the figures on a list that was like on top of that list to try and get.
But that's the thing these days, right? You know, because of like this ongoing fight, you don't know what league is an actual league, what leagues are made up by either party, and what leagues are just pure speculation.
I know. And like these names, like it's very, I can put my hand over the fire, however you say it, that Rory McIlroy and Tiger Woods would never, even if you said to them, I will give you $2 billion, they're not going to join LIV.
No.
Because they've made that very clear, which is why they started their own little Tomorrow League thing.
Absolutely.
But it's funny actually, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan is not part of the Tomorrow League.
Oh yeah, it's true. Well, maybe he's trying to, you know, leverage more to get more money from either party.
No, I don't think so. Mate, I'm pretty sure he earns like...
Dude, he owns a bunch of sports teams. That ain't going to feed itself.
How much does Michael...
I'm going to say
Jordan...
$2 billion.
That's not... I don't think it'd be far off.
Net worth. You got to check his net worth.
Yearly income, $40 million. Monthly income, $3 million plus. I genuinely think that's very, very low. Michael Jordan. Net worth. How correct is this going to be, though?
How good am I?
1.7 billion. Do you know what? Speaking of billions, I've heard this fact, and I'm going to close on this. You probably know this, and this wouldn't surprise you because you work with money. 1 million seconds is 11 days. Like this is the concept of the difference between a million and a billion. It's not just a letter, right? It's a big, big difference, right?
Absolutely.
And this kind of put it into perspective for me to understand how much of a difference it actually is. So 1 million seconds is 11 days. 1 billion seconds,
it's like 1,000 years or something,
is 31 years.
31 years, yeah.
From 11 days to 31 years. That's absolutely madness. So that's like next level stuff. So if my guy, Michael Jordan, is worth $1.7 billion, do you genuinely think that $600 to $500 million would he care about that? Would he tarnish his career, his name, for $500 million?
No, but again, as I said, he wouldn't tarnish his career for it. But if it became to a point that it wouldn't tarnish, it might tarnish ever so slightly bit, right? But it wouldn't tarnish his career. He'd happily accept another third to his net worth.
Even if LIV Golf became really cool and it was like whatever.
I think he'll happily take that.
I don't know, man.
But he'll get a smaller offer.
I think he's happy where he's at, smoking cigars and playing golf all day on his. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
that's your opinion. That's why we have the podcast, so we can agree and disagree.
Exactly.
So not like it makes any difference in our lives.
Well, again,
but then again,
comment.
Yeah, please like and subscribe.
Right.
But that is it for today's podcast. We will catch you on the next one. Please like and subscribe.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Enjoy your golf. We need to come up with a slogan at the end of every podcast. Play golf. I don't know. I'll think of something. It's too late now. It's like nearly 2 a.m. right now. We're doing this podcast. Right. Thank you guys for listening and watching. And please like and subscribe. Please follow the podcast. Like us on all our social medias. Everything's links are below. And we will see you soon. When that is, I don't know. But soon.
Thank you guys as always.